Hello, Bloodies. Thank you for visiting the crypt, or office, of the Dead and Laughing Show, where the collection of stories is growing almost every night by souls just like yours. I'm glad to have you here as we delve into tales of the unexplainable and the unbelievable. Verses of shadows and specters, witches and weirdos. Did you hear that? Don't worry. Pay no mind to the entity in your area. It likes to wait until you're all alone. Now grab your cuddle corpse and say a prayer that you don't live in these moments. Welcome to Live with the Afterlife. These will be good. What's that section? Oh, hello, Bloodies. Just making sure I have everything set for your story today. Man, I always say it feels like forever whenever I take like a small break and come back to doing this, because it does. It does feel like forever. But I can't help but keep coming back. I enjoy doing these videos. I enjoy inviting you bloodies to my home, to my office. And you actually being a part of this makes it all worthwhile. I enjoy telling scary stories, my own and yours. Including some Reddit stories, which so far is, what the fuck, they're just, some of them get pretty trippy, others I'm baffled by their names, but still enjoy their stories. Oh man, some of you may know, so far I'm not getting paid for any of this, and the only reason I bring it up is because money's being a bitch. I'm supposed to be on a disability because, you know, I've brought it up before. I'm tired of talking about it. I don't mind saying it, but yeah, having a tumor in your spine wrapped around a nerve that is inoperable because it can kill you. Well, if you want to know why it can kill me, it's because I have an artery right there, right where it comes out, right here. The artery is right next to it. And if they cut it out, there's a chance that they could nick it and it could kill me. So they're not even going to risk it. So I just need to deal with the pain. Take medication that at least takes the edge off. But it puts me to sleep, so I can't take it during the day. Ain't that a bitch? So I just have to wait. Until I go to bed. Until I go Mimi's in order to fucking take it. So, yeah. In dealing with that and them saying that, well, it doesn't really count. It's like, this doesn't make any sense because doctors tell me otherwise. And it's just annoying. It's very annoying. Something inoperable that affects my way of living in general. It sucks. It really does suck. Fucking terrible. This is incredibly inconvenient, and people who actually have to deal with worse things, fuck, I mean, can't say count my blessings, goddamn, but you know what, I'm at least happy I have everything so far. Everything that I do have, I'm thankful for. Everything that I still have attached to me, I'm happy. So far. But it's incredibly irritating. I know it could be worse, but hey, I'm happy it's not. It's not a fucking picnic. And I'm well aware that everybody has their own issues. So if you can, please share this, spread it out, help get the subscribers up, because it would mean the world. It would mean the afterlife to me. No pun intended. But really, it would mean a lot. I also do smaller videos over on TikTok now. So they're bite-sized. So you can just go ahead and listen to those. I was doing comics over there, but honestly, I got tired of doing those. And it took a lot of time. And the last one wasn't even posted. And it was all set up, and I sent it to the person that was in charge of it, and it was never even posted. So, yeah, after a little bit, I just kind of got tired of doing those. Now I'm doing a lot more. One, the Dead and Laughing Show is now going to be on YouTube Live. From here on out, it's going to be YouTube Live. It's going to be all over there. And obviously, TikTok, I have a short horror film page, Tomography, which so far doing the second short horror film is not going bad. It's actually going okay. It's just trying to work with everybody's schedules, which is like, fuck. But hey, if I was able to pay you guys, it would probably be easier, but I'm not able to. I would love to. If my subscribers go up and I was able to monetize all this, I would love to be able to pay these actors, pay these people. But they're donating their time, and I fucking love them for it. Oh, man. I don't have an editor. It's me doing it. So, yeah. The first one, that's all me. Oh, damn. But yeah, share this. Let's get the subscribers up. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about all this shit. Even over on Twitch, I mean, you go ahead and follow over there. Subscribe to the CrudetheCorpse channel. That's all the gameplays. Everything I'm playing is over there. And right now I'm playing The Sinking City. And holy shit. Okay, I'm not family friendly, and I know that, and I'm perfectly fine with that because I got a foul mouth, and I'm okay with that. A lot of people have issue with it, and I've said it before. If you don't want your kids to watch this, then watch it away from them. If you just can't find any time to be by yourself, or fuck, even before you go to bed. Or hell, listen to it on the way to work, on the way to school, whatever the fuck you're doing, if you're in college, whatever the fuck. Go right the fuck ahead. Go ahead, give it a listen. But that's what you have to do if you don't want your kids to hear it. So, please, go do all that fun stuff. Don't forget, you can also check out Threadless, the merch over there. All the designs are made by me. So far, all the designs are made by me. I've been meaning to I gotta put more up there, but I've been meaning to put one that was made by Joe Blastard. Very, very good artist. Very talented motherfucker. Go check him out. Interviewed him, and he's a great guy. Also, like I said, it'll help with monetization. And I had to set up a GoFundMe because I'm in the shit at the moment. So, trying to do my best here. Might have to try to find a part-time job or something because this is just an incredible pain. I still would love to do this. I'm still going to be doing this. Just got to see what I can do. These are the cards I'm dealt. Just trying to deal with them the best that I can. Aside from all that sad shit, aside from all that, today's episode is about skinwalkers. Means something to me since I mostly am Native American. I have a little bit of mixture from my grandmother. Of all places, the woman who raised me, she kept telling us that she was half French and half Spanish. Not knowing her French side is connected to Marie Antoinette. We had no idea. We found that out a little while ago. My brother found that out. That on my mother's side, somehow we're connected to Marie Antoinette, which is incredibly interesting. It's a fucking trip, and it makes a lot of sense coming from that crazy bitch. Only because, yeah. Personal reasons, it makes sense. Makes a lot of fucking sense. But, yeah, probably explains why I wanted to learn German so much, because they were Austrian. They weren't French, they were Austrian. Marie Antoinette is Austrian, so that makes sense why I wanted to learn German so fucking much. Oh, shit. Maybe it's just in the blood. But right now, it's all Skinwalker stories. And yes, I am mostly Native American. What I've been told is Apache, Navajo, and Cherokee. And you could tell part of it without the mask. With the mask, yeah, you can't tell shit. But without the mask, you could tell. And yeah, I'm not a small guy. I'm tall. I'm not super tall, thankfully. Because holy shit, that would make it so uncomfortable. But yeah, I'm a tall guy, so yeah, I'm gonna deal with that. Today's first story is from Reddit. These are all from Reddit, actually. It's from somebody named Meeting. What? Meeting? Is that I? Or Meeting Ill? Can't tell what it says. 7978. From the paranormal subreddit. This is Skinwalker story. Starts as, okay, this happened in November or December of 2024. Let me set the scene. I was 18 years old at the time and was at my parents' house after a long time away, since I was studying in another city. My mother had a sore throat, her voice was very low and raspy. I was playing Sonic Rush in my old bedroom, which was decorated in blue and had a window overlooking the enclosed patio, located to the left of the house. The patio was a normal size, neither too big nor too small. So far, with what you put together, it sounds like a nice little place. So far. Not incredibly detailed, but so far, it seems like it's okay. I started hearing my mother calling me loudly from the patio, just my name. I could hear her from a distance, near where the washing machine was. As I was engrossed in my game, without looking at the patio, I asked her, "What's wrong, Mom?" She didn't answer. She just said my name again. Typical motherly behavior. I thought she would tell me what she wanted when she called me. Without looking at the patio, I decided to go there, having to go through a hallway that led up to the kitchen. When I got to the kitchen, I saw my mother asking me what was wrong and why I was being called. My mother simply said, "What? I didn't call you. Are you crazy?" The voice was raspy, and I went pale as I realized who had called me. It wasn't my mother, but it had her voice. Her normal voice, not the one she actually had at the moment, because she was sick. That sounds a little fucked up already. There are no women in my family except my mother, so it couldn't have been my sister, much less someone like a neighbor, since she wouldn't have the same accent as my mother, who was born in a city much farther away than where she lives now. The worst part is that they didn't hear anything. My father, who doesn't believe in that kind of thing, was also a little freaked out. It couldn't have been my imagination or something, since I heard it several times, so many that I got up to the patio, and it was the only time anything like that ever happened to me. Somebody commented, free what? Skinwalkers are no joke. When I was 16, I was being hunted by one. It took shape as my best friend. My solution was to just pretend that they aren't there. Don't pay them mind. And they can't mess with you. I haven't had an encounter since, at least with a Skinwalker. Whew, wow. That's a trip. That's a trip. Somebody at the very bottom. Bad bot. What the fuck? Okay, with the I know you're not supposed to say that. You're not supposed to say Skinwalker so much, because it attracts them to you. And with that knowledge being remembered right this second, I'm gonna be saying it a lot, I guess. And that's just great. Yeah, just great. Well, I'm gonna have a new skin to put on the wall. If something tries to come in here, I'm gonna have a new skin to put on the wall. I'm gonna use its bones to decorate. Oh man, I wonder how Skinwalker tastes. Probably delicious. Probably tastes delicious. What the fuck is wrong with me? This one is from the subreddit Backwoods Creepy. Where's the I don't see the name. Oh, okay. Terrifying encounter in northern New Mexico. A story from a friend. I wanted to repost a story that was told to me a long ago by a friend. I have many other stories that I've been told and some that I've personally experienced myself that truly shocked me to the core or left me perplexed. I felt like this would be a good place to post it. I've never really posted like this before, only read the stories you've all shared. I love talking about these things and learning and sharing about these haunting stories. I'm not sure how to cross post or how that works. Pretty newbie at Reddit, besides reading, so let me repost this again with the story. Cujo story. This story comes from the perspective of an old co-worker named Cujo. Are you serious? A member of the Navajo Nation. When I was working in construction in northern New Mexico on a reservation, he told me about a very strange encounter he had near his home, somewhere between New Mexico and Arizona. It sounds like a lot of fun. It began one night after Cujo had finished a grueling 12-hour shift. When he got home, he and his wife got into a heated argument. Frustrated, he left the house with a pack of beer and started driving around the reservation roads near his home. After a few minutes of driving through the dark desert, he found a narrow road that wound up toward a mountain or basin. He said the path was so steep and tight that he was surprised he made it to the top without rolling off. And he knew getting back down would be even harder at the top. Cujo sat on the tailgate of his truck, drinking and trying to calm down. After some time, he began hearing strange noises in the distance, sounds unlike anything he had heard before. He was familiar with coyotes, wild dogs, and other desert animals. But this was different. The noises were faint at first, so he didn't think much of it. After his second or third beer, he heard the sounds again, closer this time. He said it sent a chill down his spine. Uneasy, he decided to get back into his truck, drink the rest inside, and listen to some music. A few minutes later, the noises returned, now louder, almost like screams. Terrified, he started his truck and sped off down a random dirt road, not knowing exactly where he was. He took another path, leading away from the mountain, but the screams followed. Then out of nowhere, he was forced to a stop. Standing in the road was an elderly Navajo man, holding a shotgun. The man ordered Cujo to stop and come inside his house. Cujo told me, "What would you do in that situation? Keep driving into the dark with those noises following you? Or listen to the man with the gun telling you to come inside?" I would have listened for the moment. I probably would have held something in my hand just in case. Something to protect myself, just in case this guy loses his shit. He chose to go inside. To his surprise, inside the small home was an elderly woman and 3 young children. None older than 12, all holding rifles or shotguns. Never mind, that's holy shit. The man asked Cujo if he heard the noises, and Cujo confirmed he had. The stranger warned him that he wouldn't be safe alone and insisted he stay the night. Cujo said he had never met these people before and had no idea anyone even lived in that area. That night, no one in the house slept. The strange noises continued, following with screams, footsteps, and something circling the small home until dawn. When the first light of morning appeared, Cujo thanked the family and left. He said they were kind people and that he was grateful for their help that night, because he truly didn't know what might have happened otherwise. After that experience, he never went out alone on the reservation at night, especially unarmed. He had heard stories of Bigfoot and Skinwalkers before, but he never believed them until that night. I was just 18 when he told me this story. I'm 30 now. I worked with Cujo for 3 years before joining the military, and I haven't seen or spoken to him since. But I believe his story, and others I've heard from people who live on the reservation. That's a fucking trip. That's a trip. I've heard similar stories like that. Not really a lot, but I've heard similar stories like that. Where it's like you hear these fucking sounds, you hear people calling you. You don't know where it's coming from. The person's not here. Or the person is here, but either they're asleep or they're busy. It's always weird when you can't explain what the fuck's going on, and when there's somebody else that hears it. That's the fucking weirdest part. When somebody else hears it, and they ask you what the hell is going on. That's the craziest shit. This is the last one. This is from the Ghost Stories subreddit. What was it? Visual Wishbone? 6881. Who was behind my door? Good title. This happened to me about 3 years ago, but every time I tell it, I get chills. So one night, while at my parents' house, I went to my room and got ready to sleep. When I was already in bed, I heard a knock at the door. I just asked who it was. About a minute passed, and they knocked again. I answered and said, "Come in." It had to be one of my parents, but no one opened the door. And I was too scared to go and answer it. About 3 minutes passed, and they knocked again. But this time, they called my name. I swear I heard my mom's voice. But it was in a serious tone. And it was my name. She always called me by my name. She always called me by my nickname. Sorry. So I got up and was about to open the door. But I felt something strange. So, behind the door, I yelled, "What's wrong, Mom? What do you need?" But no one answered, so I went back to bed. Then after about 3 minutes, she knocked again, louder, and called me by my name again. I think something had happened and she wanted me to come. I opened the door, but no one was there. I went downstairs to my parents' room and asked them what had happened. Why she hasn't come by. Speaking to my mom, she said nothing. Why? I explained everything that had happened, and she just said, "I never went. I've been in my room for an hour and haven't left anywhere." My parents said maybe it was just an echo. But that was too much to be just that. My brother told me you should never invite an entity in. That's why they knock. You should never tell them to come in. I said, but it sounded just like my mom. I swear it was her voice. Then he told me that there are entities that do that. Later I started seeing TikToks about someone calling their mom, and then suddenly their mom appears and stops them from going toward the voice because it wasn't her. Have you heard of these entities? Do you know what they're called? Should I be worried? Somebody comment, Muted Bridge. Where do you people get your names? Come on with some crazy shit. This was not too, that name's not too wild, not too crazy, but it stands out. They are called mimics. My stepsons heard my daughter screaming for them for help deep in our woods, but my daughters weren't even home. They were with me. My stepsons called my husband in to verify that the girls weren't in trouble in the woods. They decided to call it a night after that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Wow, it just goes on after that. People commenting, dude, yeah, fuck that. I didn't read these beforehand. I didn't realize that was going to be somebody saying that that's a mimic. That's a fucking trip. That really is a trip. It reminds me of something a friend told me. I think I'm going to save it. He told me about an experience that he had at somebody's home with a mimic. At least that's what they think it was. It could have been a mimic of some kind. So that's a trip. It made me think of that right now. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna hit them up and I'm gonna see, like, get the information, get it correct. I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to just say this, and not fucking know the entire goddamn story. I was just told briefly, like, what happened. That's still a trip. It's always weird when you hear people knock at the fucking door, but there's no response. It's happened a couple times here where I live now. Not too much, but it has happened once in a while. You know what? It hasn't happened for at least a few years. I remember a couple years back, people were knocking at the door. Some Christian folks were inviting us to their church, and they would just come up, hand a pamphlet and all that shit, Jehovah's Witnesses, and sometimes we had music playing before anybody even showed up, and it would be interesting to open the door. They see us, like, oh, hi, would you like to come by doing this? It's like, no, we're good. Okay, you want to take this? You're not being nice? Yeah, sure, why not? Took it in, looked at it. No, I'm not going to read it. Oh, fucking shit. After a little bit, they understood. They haven't showed up. Even the Christian folks haven't showed up at all. And they used to come by here, like, once in a while. But aside from that, we have heard, like, knocking. And expecting it to be one or the other. One or the other. Whether it would be the Christian folks coming by and inviting for, like, what the fuck was it? Like a neighborhood get together or some shit, and like at the church and having a faith, whatever the fuck, or Jehovah's Witnesses coming by and wanting to give a fucking little pamphlet, booklet, shit, whatever the fuck they do. But no, we've heard just knocking, just straight up somebody knocked on the door and just wondering who the fuck is that. Go look at the peephole. Nobody there. A couple of times I have thought that somebody's going to try to fucking rush the door as soon as they hear it unlock. So I immediately grab a weapon. I'm like, nope. Nope. If somebody tries to break in here, something bad's going to happen. Both to me and you, because I know these motherfuckers are not going to be unarmed. So it's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad. But either way, I would grab something, and, well, also, people have tried to break into my home before. That's why I own a pistol. Yeah, people have tried to break in, studied my house, they cased my fucking house. Well, cased my apartment, pretty much, cased my home, and did it when I wasn't home. Multiple times when I wasn't home. And, yeah, so that's another reason why I've been like, oh, somebody's going to try to break in. I'm gonna fuck somebody up. I'm going to get fucked up. I'm going to fuck somebody up. A couple of those times, actually multiple of those times, nobody was on the other side. I didn't hear no footsteps. Me and Ghoulie Julie did not hear footsteps. We didn't hear anybody walk away or like just walk back and forth or like step to the side. No, it was quiet. Then we heard, like, what the fuck? Look through the peephole, nobody there. Call out, who is it? Nothing. Wait a little bit to hear if we hear steps or anything. Somebody trying to sneak by. Something. Nothing. So I I a couple times opened the door. Because just in case, like, okay, if somebody's hiding on the side, I'm gonna treat them as an example. So it's like, all right, let's see. And I open the door, look, nobody would be there. And honestly, it would be a trip. It would be very odd. Both me and Ghoulie Julie would be just tripping out at that fact. A couple times we've actually heard footsteps coming up. Have checked. Didn't see anybody. A couple times, late at night, heard footsteps. And my cats would be tripping the fuck out. They'd look at the door. Before it's well, they would look at the fucking door like, the little fucker's out the door. And those times, nobody was there. And a couple of those times we heard the footsteps, nobody was there. A couple of times I opened the door and there would be like a dude standing on the side of, like, right at the end of the walkway where I am. And just be kicking back right there. I was like, oh, shit. Like, oh, sorry. I was wondering who the fuck was there. Opened the door a couple of times and just a woman would be right there. She'd walk by and smile and, like, that'd be it. Like, okay. The fuck? Alright. That was a little fucking strange. But the spots that actually trip me out is whenever I open the door and there's nobody fucking there. And it's not just me hearing the footsteps or hearing the knocks. Those are the times that trip me the fuck out. And I wish I had an explanation. And no, it's not like, oh, well, maybe you hear your neighbors knocking, or maybe somebody's hitting the wall or nailing something in, or who fucking knows, throwing the baby against the wall. Or somebody's having crazy fucking sex and just getting their pelvis beaten against the front fucking door. I don't fucking know. No, it doesn't sound like it's coming from around the building. No, it's coming from the door. It's coming from right in front of our door when it walks by. It's coming from our door. Strange things. Very strange moments. With that said, if you have any stories of your own that you would like to be on Live with the Afterlife, feel free, let me know. You can send in a DM to Instagram, you can put in the comments on YouTube or on Spotify as well. Completely up to you. It's just, I don't know, it's just weird. I do enjoy reading these stories. I do enjoy reacting to these stories. And it just makes my imagination flow. I love this shit. Honestly. Fucking hell. I'm gonna have to do some little ones for TikTok as well after this. I'm gonna give it a moment. I'm gonna have to lay back or some shit because I feel it traveling to my rib and it does not feel good. It doesn't feel good. Fucking shit. Alright, bloodies. Hopefully you enjoyed. Remember, like, subscribe, do all that shit. Follow fucking Spotify, do all that fucking stuff. Go through Linktree, do all that shit. God damn it. Bye, bloodies.